What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you've been following, this is the Metal Kombat series. Thall are all the songs that are going into this tournament competition. We are now in round 2, so we did the first 4 episodes, so 8 different songs. We put songs up against each other that were your suggestions, and now we're moving on to the ones that won, so we're in the semifinals. Today we're going to do Harkla, We the Shaded, and Karmanjakah.
Flying.
The first song we did for Harkla, I think it was Brine Hour was the name of it. And it seemed like a lot older song by them. So I think this one's a little bit more updated. This is like 2017.
This is an older band that might not even be doing anything anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like their latest release was 2020, an album in 2020. So,
and I will say that these are, I'm kind of glad that these two are going head to head because they're two different approaches to Thall.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that about this one. This one's going to be interesting because I really liked what both these bands brought to the table as far as their sound.
Yeah, Harkla, at least a song we had heard, which I've only heard one song by Harkla to date. And it was like kind of I remember kind of an upbeat approach to Thall. So not so down and drowny. Karmanjakah was like a way more progressive approach to Thall.
Yeah.
It kind of leaned more progressive, had a lot more cleans and stuff like Karmanjakah. Actually, I've heard their whole everything they've done at this point because I liked it so much.
And shout out to one of our followers, Lee Chick, categorized Karmanjakah essentially as summer Thall. So I will be referring to it from that. A little more upbeat, a little more bright in sound. So we have winter Thall, I suppose, encore now with Humanity's Last Breath. We have encore.
Yep.
So more subgenres are happening within the subgenres, and I'm here for it. Remember, guys, 2 comments down in the comment section, one for Harkla, one for Karmanjakah. Simply like to cast your vote, and they will move on to the finals. Let's do it.
Old message. Thursday, 2:09 p.m.
Got some Jun there. That's a point.
Yep. Point for the way the voice is mixed.
Ooh.
too.
Ooh.
Point there. That was cool. Interesting. Okay, so definitely seeing a new side for me from Harkla because that was definitely not upbeat. Again, and a few elements of Thall, but I wouldn't call that 100% Thall. That was just more
No.
like metalcore, deathcore, in my opinion. And I gave it a point early on because the way that the vocals were mixed had me. That's all I was concentrating most of the time. Usually they just double up the voices, just to make it sound more full.
Yeah.
And instead, it was two distinctly different voices, at least, that I was hearing on the left and right. So it
Interesting.
was kind of like a little bit higher pitched, a little bit more gurgly on the left for the most part. And then on the right was a little deeper and but it was kind of close, but I really liked that was two authentic takes being
Yeah.
put together and it made it more interesting. There was a lot of panning. I liked the way it was mixed
Yeah,
really well.
I'd agree with that.
It was mixed well. And that cool siren-y sound, that definitely got a point from me.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah,
then the
same.
breakdown was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I was almost not going to give it a point because when it first went into that really squealy sound, you couldn't hear it at first, but on the third time that they hit it, they let it ride and let it take the high point. So mix wise, I think that was pretty masterful. And it's in a way that I haven't really heard before, especially for those vocals. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It kind of went up and down as far as the pacing that kind of threw me off. But I agree with you on the mix. It was a fun song. The standout part was that little groovy breakdown towards the end with the screeches and then him screeching with his voice, which I can't imagine is good for you, but he did it anyways, so he gets an extra point for that. I thought it was solid, man, and it definitely can contend with Karmanjakah, I think, but I'm excited to get into the next one and see what we got from Karmanjakah.
All right, so Karmanjakah is really up top for me, so I think I might like this one better, but we'll see. I actually can't remember flying off the top of my head. So
you might have heard this one before.
I probably have because I think I've heard their whole discography at this
I have
point.
not, so I'm going into this blind, but based on what we heard from writing, I really vibe with this band as well. So let's get right into it. Starting out like a late 80s sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a point there. What a vibe.
Yeah.
There's some Thall.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Ah, it was just a brief moment though.
Point for where they blended in that riff. Oh no, a fade out.
Oh, you lost a point.
Lost a point on the fade out.
God damn it.
I'm getting some American Beauty vibes with like the video of the bag.
Yeah. It's so meta.
It's so meta. That was a little bit more lax than their last one. It was vibey.
I liked it, dude. I really enjoyed it. You know what? One of those things that I'm leaning more towards Karmanjakah again, but I feel like that might seem a little unfair because we've just been so versed within the depths of like Thall.
Yeah.
You know, like I was talking about with Tesseract, it's a nice palate cleanser to all the
Yes.
fucking, dark shit we've been listening to. So right now I'm probably still leaning more towards that brighter sound. Both
Yep.
are really well done, but yeah, I got to give it to Karmanjakah on this one, I think, man.
See, I think I disagree.
Yeah?
And that's saying a lot for me because I'm a big fan of Karmanjakah now. But I actually lean more towards Harkla on this one. But this one, someone's gonna give me flack about saying this, but I mean it in a good way. It's like chain smokers and Kill Switch Engage got together and made a song on this. It has the chain smokers
Ooh.
vibe with and the some of those like real like drown out riffs, like that initial riff that they had that was kind of clean on the guitar. They kind of spun it in every once in a while, and I really like how they did that to give cohesiveness to the whole song. And it sounded a lot like
The End of Heartache or whatever.
the End of Heartache. It kind of reminded me of that riff a little bit, but it definitely stood on its own separate from those two things. And someone's going to hate me for saying chain smokers, but I don't give a shit. It has that vibe. And it could be the chain smokers because no one knows what those people actually look like. I've never seen them in real life. You could tell me any two white people walking down the street are chain smokers and I'd believe you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Hey, we
Yeah.
might be the chain smokers.
I think we are. I do the girl parts. and we definitely made out for a couple of those videos. Yeah, definitely Harkla wins that one for me in terms of just energy. And this is a Thall tournament, and I feel like that was just more Thall. So I think that's why
That's
I give it.
fair. There was just like moments of Thall within the
Yeah.
Karmanjakah. Like they just give it to you in little bite-sized sections, which I'm not angry about. You know
No.
what I mean? Like
No.
I have a whole Thall album that is Humanity's Last Breath that I can listen
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
So
It's all the
moments or
Thall I need.
Thall are always welcome to me. Karmanjakah wins this one for me, but ultimately it's up to you guys. Our votes don't really count for shit because you guys can outvote us and veto. So remember, 2 comments down in the comment section. Karmanjakah, Harkla, one with the most likes moves on to the finals. And then coming up, we have Levitated versus Cat's Claw. So that'll be another interesting one as well. So look out for that. And then let us know if you guys like this series or if, we could take it and shove it up our ass, I guess.
Yeah. And remember, I guess this will be for the final, the championship. Make sure you suggest a song that should be in the championship. We don't do a song twice. So if you have an idea of which song it should be from either of these bands, definitely put it in the comments as well. And upvote those if that's the one you want and someone's already suggested it. But that's all we got.
I'm not going to say like and subscribe because the only people watching this are probably already subscribed to us. But if you're new, like and subscribe. And we love you guys. See you next time.
Later.